Come back, forget Lady Gaga. Who's really making the big bucks in the music business?
Yeah, tribute bands are trying to help the music biz turn the page back to profitability. We'll explain why when we come back. But first, we take you to break with Sam Morrison, who fronts a Bob Seger cover band.
On the road again, here I am, up on the stage.
If you're a rocker and never got to see Bob Seger or Led Zeppelin in concert, you've got another change. It won't be the real rockers, but it's close enough. We're talking about tribute bands. They're in big demand. They're making a lot of money. Our Jane Wells joins us from Los Angeles with a look at some of the winners. Good morning, Jane.
Hey, Carl, now that the sun is up, we're going acoustic. Night Moves, one of my favorite songs of all time, and Sam Morrison, who fronts a Bob Seger tribute band, is going solo and unplugged for us. Why are tribute bands so successful? Because they're filling a void in some old-time rock and roll, and the good ones make good cash. On a summer afternoon in LA, a park is packed with Zeppelin fans. But this isn't Led Zeppelin, it's Led-Zepagain, a tribute band. In a decade when the music industry has been losing money, in a year when concerts have been canceled due to weak sales for expensive tickets, in an era when some big names still won't put their music on iTunes, tribute bands are one of the few areas in music striking a chord with consumers.
Here we go.
Michael Vale Blum is a veteran music producer who worked with the likes of Madonna and Michael Jackson back in the day. As the industry changed, he decided to see what people were interested in. He was shocked to see a club filled on a Monday night for a tribute band.
I thought to myself, you know, there's a whole market here. And I went to the lead singer and I said, do people ask for CDs? And he said, oh, yeah, they ask for CDs, but what we do is we send them down to Tower Records and tell them to go buy the original artist. I'm like, well, why are you doing that? Why don't you just hand them a CD and take their money?
A business was born. Led-Zepagain recorded a CD at Blum's Titan Music Studios.
It ended up on iTunes, and suddenly we reached this huge base of Led Zeppelin fans that had never heard of us, never seen us. They were in other parts of the country and other parts of the world, and the stuff started flying.
The band says they've sold 500,000 downloads, and it's all perfectly legal. Under the copyright law, you can make and sell an audio sound-alike recording of a commercially exploited song as long as you notify and pay the songwriter royalties.
Or the publishing company that represents the songwriter must give you that license. That's why it's a compulsory license under the Copyright Act.
It's become an important source of income for Sam Morrison, who does a Bob Seger tribute.
He's got an amazing voice, and I do my best to try to sound as close to him as I can.
We're working on a night move, trying to make some front-page driving news.
The real Bob Seger doesn't tour, nor does he put his songs on iTunes. So while you cannot buy this online,
Waiting on the thunder.
more than 100,000 people have downloaded Sam Morrison's sound-alike version.
Waiting on the thunder.
We're kind of a Bob Seger franchise. You know what I mean? So it's like people can't go see him anymore, so they come see us.
Ooh, yeah, yeah, yeah.
Every song Morrison sells, Bob Seger, the songwriter, gets a royalty. Maybe that's one reason tribute bands have not had a backlash from the real bands. In fact, Jimmy Page has seen Led-Zepagain in concert, and the real Led Zeppelin eventually decided to sell songs online, maybe after seeing how well the tributes were doing.
I think we're actually helping them in some ways.
Yeah, maybe we spurred them
with their sales
to put their stuff on there.
All right, now these tribute bands are also to try and take it to the next level now, doing covers for songs in TV shows and movies. That is a completely different licensing situation, more difficult, potentially more lucrative. Find out a whole lot more about this on the blog, funnybusiness.cnbc.com. Guys, summertime. Restless and bold.
All right, Jane, good stuff, great report. We're going to take a quick break, and then we're back with this morning's market action.